So the at-bat here for Archie Golding will continue. The 0-2 outside corner. Lays off that one, 1-1. And a very good morning to everybody watching at home. Welcome to day 4 of the Australian Little League Championships for 2025. It's lock-in day here. One team locked in. 2 teams, unfortunately, done for the tournament. But they still get to play baseball on the final day of pool play. Everybody else, the other 9 teams, if my maths is right, yeah, 12 minus 3, yeah, that's correct. 9 teams still vying for 3 spots. So 9, it goes into 3. Or 3 rather goes into 9 3 times, but 9 can't go into 3. So plenty of calculations being done. It's simple for the Adelaide Marlins here. Win and they're in. They'll finish tournament play, 4 wins and a loss. For the Southern Titans, they have to win to stay alive and cause a 2 or 3 way tie with other games being played today. We'll keep an eye on all the games. We'll have 2 games here for you on Baseball Plus on the Outer Diamond, Diamond 4. And we'll keep you updated with everything that's going to happen throughout the day today. One team is in, that's Manly. They are clinched in Pool B. They've got a game later this afternoon against the Canberra Rangers. They'll be wanting to win that game to finish a perfect 5-0. We'll look at the Pool B standings a little bit later. So 1-2-3 inning worked by Archie Spratt here in the top of the first. We'll head to the bottom. We'll have Chase Mazurek, Cameron Majeski, and Noah Sutherland to lead things off. The rest of their lineup is Casey Sanders, Archer Spratt, Hunter Ong, Aaron Davis, Zach Grattan, Liam Harris, Oscar Patman, Ryder Maguire Thomas, James Newbold, Flynn Dinelt, and Chevy Roach. The Adelaide side with 14 in their lineup. Defensively for the Southern Titans, left to right, Carter Beals in centre field, Aidan Wyman, and the right fielder is Alex Joseph. And around the infield, Brody Carr at third, the shortstop Preston Taylor. At second base, Cody Knott, Joel Clark at first. The catcher is Archie Golding. He's receiving his brother in Jacob Golding. So Golding battery this morning. Archie Golding striking out to end the inning. That's caused a little bit of delay here while he goes and gets his catcher's gear on. Plenty to play for everybody here. As I mentioned, 9 teams still alive in the tournament. Every game is very meaningful. I mean, every game you play is meaningful, but some games can have more meaning than others. So Chase Mazurek will lead it off. First pitch from Jacob Golding is a ball getting away from his brother Archie, who has to come and pick it up from the back net. That one at the bottom of the zone. And he's in the count here, 1 ball and 1 strike. That one fouled off. That'll go down right side. Calls of 2, but that ball was foul from the outset.
Good pick. Nice strike.
That one hit to the left side. Nice grab by Brody Carr at third. Took it on the backhand, but the momentum took him into foul territory. Didn't have a play over to first. That'll be a lead-off single for Chase Mazarek. Jacob Golding, nicknamed Cobb, from the Braves Baseball Club. He played Little League and Intermediate League in the summer. Started playing when he was 8 years old. He remembers winning the charter game to travel. He had to pitch to the last batter to win the game. He's been a member of the Little League All-Stars charter since 10 years old. His favourite thing about baseball is winning and playing with mates. They call him the cheerleader. Top of the zone, runner goes. Mazarek into second with a slide to secure the bag. And it's a runner in scoring position for the Adelaide Marlins. Looking to punch their ticket to tomorrow's playoff games. Only one team locked in, and that's the Manly Eagles in Pool B. Jacob Golding's been working on his pitching with Perth Heat pitcher Tucker Smith. He's worked hard on his composure, breathing, and location. Shows bunt. There's Cameron Majescu. He's definitely improved as well. He's hitting over the last 12 months, working with his dad and his coaches. Jacob Golding says his charter team had close defensive battles during the state champs. As he fires in that breaking ball. Top of the zone, though, called a strike. That's called a ball, rather. The Titans scored very little runs through the state champs. And they conceded very little as the defense was particularly strong. The 2-2 shows bunt, pops it up. In fact, it was the 2-1 pitch. Cameron Majescu trying to force the hand here in the first. Move that runner over. In fact, the count's now 3-2, so a full count here coming for Jacob Golding. Top of the zone. Golding gets a swing and miss out of Majescu. That's the first out here in the bottom of the first. Jacob Golding. I've heard about his twin Archie. They're very different and have different strengths. Sometimes people don't believe the boys when they aren't, that they're even brothers. They aren't identical twins. And they've played together since forever. And he believes it gives them the advantage. That one poked through the right side off the bat of Noah Sutherland. Only one base for Chase Mazarek. He holds at third. And the Marlins looking to score first. They've got runners on the corners here in the bottom of the first. Jake Golding's biggest influence is his dad, Gus. He gives so much to baseball. He got into the sport from Nathan Davis and Rob Hobson. The left-handed hitting now, Casey Sanders, trying to keep things going here for the Marlins. He shows bunt. Only one play by the catcher in Archie Golding. He had the runner in Mazarek bearing down on him. He chose to throw to first instead. Casey Sanders will driving the first run of the ball game on the safety squeeze. He moves Noah Sutherland up to second. 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Jacob Golding's favourite player is Bryson Stott, and he enjoys watching the Philadelphia Phillies, and he says, watch out for Kai Cook. He's in his first year of charter baseball. He plays an awesome second base. He's so invested in the game. He has lots of questions, which makes playing with him all the much more enjoyable. So ball one will get away from Archie Golding. Going to allow Noah Sutherland to move up to third. The hitter is Archie Spratt. Archie Spratt won the first pitcher matchup. Trying to make it 2-0. He has a 2-0 count and a runner on second, trying to drive him in and make it a 2-0 ball game. Top of the zone, called a strike. Breaking ball used to good effect there. Two balls and one strike. Big swing and miss by Archie Spratt. Tried to make it 3-0, but beaten by the pitch. Count even at 2-2. Jacob Golding needing just one more good pitch to get out of the inning and keep it a 1-0 ball game. Strand that runner at third. Inside corner, he finds the zone and freezes Archie Spratt for the strikeout. But the Marlins, they strike first. They want to clinch the final spot for tomorrow. They lead at 1-0. We're off to the second. Stay there. Fucking main seat has to fuck off.
Get out early, bro. Come on.
Brody Carr strikes out to start things in the second. 4 straight retired by Archie Spratt, or via the strikeout. So starting this game well, just 17 pitches so far for the first 4 strikeouts. Pounding the zone, outside corner. That's a called strike. It'll be interesting to see what the game plan here is with the pitching plan. And again, Spratt is finding the zone. And 0-2 here to Jack Clark. He holds back off that one. Asks the question. No is the answer. Sorry, it's Cody Knott, not Jack Clark. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's one's back in the zone, and that's strike 3. Archie Spratt dominant here to start this clinching game for the Adelaide Marlins. The Titans battling for their tournament life. Now it's Jack Clark, who was outstanding on the mound back on day 1. Unfortunately, couldn't turn his team around into a winning position, but did his best to slow down the opposition in that game. 0-1, hitter Clark, Spratt again, ahead in the count. He's been ahead of every hitter so far. That one's fouled off again, and one more pitch, and he'll be out of the inning. That pitch up and in. Called strike 3 on the breaking ball. There's a 10-pitch inning, 1 pitch away from an immaculate one, but it's an all but immaculate inning for Archer Spratt. And the Titans 6 up and 6 down, all by the way of the strikeout. We're off to the bottom of the second. Hunter Ong gets us started. Bottom of the second. Adelaide leading 1-0. Make sure you head over to the baseball.com.au/Little League Tournament Hub, where you can find all the relevant information for the final 3 days, standings, all the scores from the week. Now, Carve Eyewear Performer of the Day. You can also find it on the baseball.com.au social media sites. On ball on 2 strike to Hunter Ong. Jacob Golding looking for some Archer Spratt action. They're going to say he went. They're going to say he went. Umpire says yes. Strikeout is complete. And Hunter Ong is down on strikes to start things here in the second. A little bit of confusion. He checked with the third base umpire as to whether Hunter Ong offered at the ball. He said yes. Hunter Ong had started towards first, then stopped. But Archie Golding teamed up with Jack Clark to record the first out. 5 straight strikeouts now in this game. Adelaide struck out to end the first, start the second, after the Titans struck out in order. 1, 2, 3 in the top of the second. And looks like Jacob Golding's found a bit of Archer Spratt magic. He's got himself ahead here, 0-2. He's looking for his own quick 1, 2, 3 inning. He does. He has Hunter Davis swinging at air, and that's 2 quick strikeouts for Jacob Golding. No pitch out of the zone. The big Left-handed Zach Grattan goes straight back up the middle. And get past the bat of Zach. It's a 2-out single for Zach Grattan to extend his inning here for the Marlins. Not a bad result for Jacob Golding. Tough hitter to get out. He's crushed the ball all tournament, has Zach Grattan. Also been amazing on the mound for his team too. That's down in the ground. Nicely picked up by Archie Golding, who has a shot over at Grattan at first. But he's back on the bag. In the dirt again, Golding, Archie picking that pitch from his brother Jacob. 2 balls, no strikes. Here to Liam Harris. Outside corner. Get himself in the count, 2-1. He's looking for a 1-2-3, but he'll have to settle by stranding this base runner. That one up a little bit high. Grattan aware now at first. The benefit we have of being so close to the dugouts, you can hear some of the instructions being offered by the coaches, and just overheard the Marlins coaches talking to his players about not getting too big of a lead at first base. As Archie Golding's got designs on throwing out a runner back at first. Right side, Cody Knott picks up, tosses it over to Preston Taylor, and the fielder's choice ends the inning. So a 2-out single, nothing more. And off to the third we go. The Marlins 1, Titans none. Carter Bills leading it off. He's trying to break up the 6 consecutive strikeouts dished out by Archer Spratt here. Archer Spratt seems to be a pretty common favourite player of this Adelaide Marlins side. He's mentioned in 9 of the different profiles that his teammates have filled out. Spratty, the 12-year-old from the Kensington Cardinals, who plays in the under-13 Division 1. No pitch there as Carter Spratt goes off a little bit early before the ball is put back in play by our home plate umpire. He's played baseball since he's old enough to walk. His grandfather and his father both played. All 3 of his older brothers also play, and all have represented the state over the years. It's kind of a family pastime, he reckons, and he absolutely loves it. He's absolutely dealing here this morning, trying to put his team into tomorrow's playoff games. He's been in the development system with the Adelaide Marlins since 2022. His favourite thing about baseball is winning, pure and simple. Well, the strikeout streak will be over, but 7 consecutive outs now for the Marlins defence. 6 straight by the strikeout and the ground out of Carter Beals, rather. First out here in the top of the 3rd. And of course, he loves winning, but he also loves playing with his teammates. He's been a pitcher predominantly since he started playing, but he's been working on developing his catching skills. And he was the catcher for the final state championship game in Adelaide when they won. And also winning the chance to come up here to the Nationals. He hit 2 home runs. That's all he says about his interesting baseball story. Doesn't say when or where or how or why. That one, top of the zone, 1 ball and 1 strike. And again, he is a perfect 8 from 8 in first pitch strikes. And that is pitching 101. Throw a strike, get ahead. Outside corner, he finds it. He's ahead here, 1-2. His biggest influence is his dad, because he's taught him everything he knows, and he's made him the player that he is today. Swing and a miss. Wyman can't hold back, and he's down on strikes. 7 of 8. Retired by the way of the strikeout. 2 years ago, Archer Spratt had a bit of an arm injury, though, in his first game in the Little League Nationals when he played against Hills. And the injury really impacted his tournament that year. Big Dodgers fan, but he's also a Mike Trout fan. He says, watch out for Zach. He has height on his side, and it gives him an advantage as a pitcher. Another one, 9 for 9 in first pitch strikes. And, of course, he's talking about Zach Grattan. He had a good club season. They made it to the semi-finals, but they came 3rd. He was voted MVP and received the highest batting average award. Archer Spratt. 8 straight retired, 7 by the way of the strikeout. And that strike 3, making 8 strikeouts here through the first 3 innings, is absolutely dealing. And he's got Adelaide coming up to bat in the bottom of the 3rd. And we'll have a quick look at some standings here as we head into day 4. Wait for the image to develop. There we go. And you see Brisbane North 4-0 in Pool A. Ride Red and MacArthur locked at 3 and 1. Brisbane North play Brisbane North play MacArthur later this afternoon. Ride in action at the moment. We'll have a quick look at the score in that game. Give me a moment. Ride up 7-0 over the Eastern Phantoms. So they could go a long way with the big win over the Eastern Phantoms. The Phantoms needing to win that and hope MacArthur lost to Brisbane to force a 3-way tie, but Ride in the box seat in that game. Up big, up early. The Rangers 0-4 and the Buffaloes 0-4. So when I said that 2 teams had been eliminated, it was actually 3, with the Rangers also out of playoff contention. We move over to Pool B, where these 2 teams play. Manly, you see the asterisk next to their name. 4-0. They've clinched a spot. Brisbane haven't clinched yet because they do lose to MacArthur, and other results went certain ways, and there would be a bit of a playoff tie situation there. But the Adelaide, simple for them. Win and they're in. Gold Coast, they're in action at the moment against the Twins. Gold Coast leading that game 2-0, so in a good position there. Bottom of the 3rd. Oscar Patman to lead it off. That one off the end of the bat. Foul will be 0-1. Oscar Patman hitting from the left-handed batter's box. Big swing of that one. He tried to make it 2-0, but couldn't make contact. He's behind here 0-2. Pops that one up. Keeping his at-bat alive. Be another 0-2 here coming from Jacob Golding. His pitch count in the 30s. Gets pulled here. He wouldn't be available until Friday, so you think they're just going to ride him out for as long as possible. You don't want to save anything for tomorrow if you don't get there. The job is to get there, then work it out once you do. That one fouled off again. Getting ahead and staying ahead. Oscar Patman slices that one into left field. It's going to be a double for the second baseman. He starts his inning for the Marlins, looking for some more runs. Nice bit of inside-out work by Oscar Patman to get himself aboard. Shows bunt, drops it down. Perfect placement in between the pitcher and the third baseman. Golding was down towards the first base foul line, thinking it was going to go that way. He had to change direction, and by that time it was too late. It's a beautiful executed bunt by Ryder, Maguire, Thomas. And the Marlins, runners on the corners, nobody out. Looking for more runs here in the bottom of the third. James Newbold, the 12 hitter at Marlins, and the only team with 14 players on their roster. Marlins encouraging their hitter here with the affable nickname of Neutron. Big swing and miss on that one, outside corner. Runners in scoring position now for the Adelaide Marlins. Jimmy Newbold behind here, 1-2. A job here for Jacob Golding. He gets a strikeout. Archie Golding goes down to third base, trying to get Patman. Patman's back on the bag. One away. Flynn Dinelt, the 13th hitter in this lineup for the Marlins. They'll have one more after this. That one dropped into left field and down for a base hit. Patman comes in to score. Maguire Thomas held at third, and the throw comes into the infield, so Flynn Dinelt will move up to second base. Pulls out the fishing rod Selly. And the Marlins have doubled their lead here in the bottom of the third. So Chevy Roach, hitter number 14 in the Marlins lineup. Can be a blessing and a bit of a curse carrying the extra couple of players. That means your 1-2 hitters don't come up as early as your opposition. Swing and a miss. Can't lay off the high pitch. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. That one misses up, so 2 and 1. And that's in there for a called strike too. Swing and a miss. Chevy Roach down on strikes. Big second out. Jacob Golding 1 out away from stranding a pair of runners and limiting the damage here in the bottom of the third. Back to the top of the order. Golding knocks it down, throws from one knee, and he gets the job done. So 3 hits on the inning. The Marlins, they scratch one across, but they leave 2 stranded. So here on Baseball Plus on day 4 of the 2025 Little League Championship, it's the Adelaide Marlins 2, Southern Titans 0. We're off to the 4th.
Still spread.
Yes, still spread. No, this looks like it's 95.
It's still in, 95.
Still 95? Oh, yep, good. Just looked different when I looked up.
It's full thing.
Yeah. He's dominating. He's only thrown like 35 pitches. Struck out 8 of 9. Only 1 ground ball.
Mate.
So 10, 11, 12 for Southern Titans. It'll be Alex Joseph, Kai Cook, Xavier Clampett. Outside corner, and Archer Spratt 10 for 10 first pitch strikes as he starts things here in the top of the 4th. Marlins leading this game 2-0, and Archer and Big Al Joseph down on strikes, and it will get away, and that'll probably give up our perfect game. We'll still have Al Joseph heading around to third, and who would have thought after you'd strike out, you'd end up on third base. A throw from Chase Mazurek just offline after it got away from him. And Mazurek a little bit frustrated with himself as Archer Spratt just comes and gets a new baseball. So the Titans now with an opportunity to score their first run. Shows bunt, but takes it back. Does Kai Cook. Corner infielder over there in Liam Harris playing inside the base. Now going back behind the bag. Swing and a miss. And Kai Cook's down on strike. So going to have one of those rare feats where we may have a 4 strikeout inning. Top of the zone, though. That's his first hitter. He hasn't started with a strike. It's perfect before that. That's on the outside corner. Xavier Clampett taking a couple of strikes here. 1 ball now and 2 strikes. That one a little bit too high. Count even now at 2-2. That's strike 3. Clampett down on strikes. Make it 12 for Archer Spratt. 11 for Archer Spratt. That one pokes right side. Jabe Golding jumping on the first pitch he sees from Spratt. That one straight down the middle. Golding takes it, and the ball got away from Mazarek just for a moment, but Alex Joseph choosing not to advance to 60 feet. Didn't get that far away from Mazarek. Got on it quickly, and Spratt was at home plate and covering. Swing and a miss. That one gets away as well. It's going to be another pass ball. Mazarek gets back to it. And Jacob Golding strikes out and ends up at second base. So 4th strikeout of the inning. 2 of them, though, reaching. The first one, and Alex Joseph coming in to score. 12 strikeouts here for Archer Spratt. Outside corner. This is one of those baseball anomalies. If he strikes out Preston Taylor here, he'll have 13 strikeouts rather. He'll have more strikeouts than there have been retired batters through 4 innings. Taylor fighting. Little comebacker to the pitcher. He goes over and makes the out. So 12 strikeouts for Archer Spratt on just 53 pitches. But the Titans, they get on the board. It's 2-1 and we're off to the bottom of the 4th. 2-1 ball game here, bottom of the fourth, in a big pool deciding game. Southern Titans playing for their tournament life. The Adelaide Marlins playing to clinch. Cam Majeski leading off here. Jacob Golding out for his fourth inning of work. Archer Spratt has retired 14 hitters, 12 of them by way of the strikeout. You work out those numbers. On the ground, first base, over to it. Jacob Golding applies the tag. Majeski's retired. One away here to start the bottom of the fourth. One straight back off the middle. Noah Sutherland won't be able to beat the throw from Preston Taylor. 2 outs on 2 pitches here from Jacob Golding. And I'll tell you what, he's shaken off that rusty start in the first inning. It's been very frugal since, but talking about frugal, Archer Spratt is the definition. The only 2 base runners he's allowed today has been on drop third strikes. One of them coming to score. Outside corner, nice location there by Jacob Golding. He's looking for his 7th punch out of this final pool game here on day 4. Outside corner. 2 bonus games coming your way here on Baseball Plus this morning. You're spoiled for choice. You've got 3 games coming from Diamond 1 and 2 games coming here from Diamond 2. That one in the dirt. So, working back from 0-2 at the count now 3-2. Here to Casey Sanders. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's the inning over. It's a 1-2-3. Worked by Jacob Golding. And that's 2-1. As we head to the 5th, the Marlins looking for their final 6 outs to proceed to tomorrow's semi-final games. We'll be back soon. Brisbane and MacArthur. That's on the main diamond. What's the other game I'm missing? Oh, Canberra and Manly. Top of the 5th, Archer Spratt back out, and why not? He's only at 53 pitches. He's got plenty of bullets left in his arm for the day. And let it ride him as far as they can get him. Archie Golding, 3-4-5, due up for the Southern Titans. Brody Carr, Cody Knott to follow here. On the main diamond, Ride Red, putting their foot down against the Eastern Phantoms. They want to lock up a final spot tomorrow. They've got one 1 foot in that finals game tomorrow. It'll all depend on MacArthur and Brisbane this afternoon. You'll see that at 1:30 here on Baseball Plus from the main diamond. The other game in play is Gold Coast and the Twins. Gold Coast trying to stay alive, but they need the Southern Titans to come into play here. That one ripped right side, but foul. Count will remain 1-2. 56 pitches now for Archer Spratt. Plenty to play for. There are 2 or 3-way ties, and it comes down to total runs conceded across the tournament. That one popped up, right side, over to it. Down for a base hit. Noah Sutherland couldn't quite get there. And it's a stand-up triple for Archie Goldie. May have had a chance for your little league inside the park home run. The ball is thrown back into the middle. And that is how the no-hitter finishes here in the top of the 5th. To stand-up triple to Archie Golding. And they'll have a couple of chances here to tie this ball game up. The first one starting with Brody Carr. Just a pause to proceedings very quickly. So instruction coming from the dugout, what to do defensively. Do we play in? Do we play out? Now the infield being told to come in, protect this 1-run lead. Swing and a miss by Brody Carr. 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside corner. Count now 2-1. Have the Titans finally figured out Archer Spratt? Can they tie this ball game up? Swing and a miss. A few people unsure of the count. It's 2-2. Now I'm saying tag him, but it was only strike 2. That one up, sails away. Mazarek does well to hustle on it, as he's had to do a couple of times now. So a big 3-2 pitch coming here for Brody Carr. He would represent the go-ahead run here in the top of the 5th. He does. He draws the walk. The ball again. Getting away from Mazarek, but he hustles on it. Archie Golding happy just to stand at third and see how it plays out. Pitch 65 for Archer Spratt, and maybe just feeling a little bit of fatigue. He dealt through 4. He struck out 12. He had 7 in a row at one stage. And he looked like he was unhittable. Almost had a 5 strikeout inning in the top of the 4th. Finished it with a ground ball. (1-0) here to Cody Knott. Showing bunt, pulling it back. 1 ball and a strike.
Here we go, coach. Come on. Right guy for the job, right here.
That one gets away. And allow the tie and run to move into scoring position now. Brody Carr, that man who stands at second. Two and 1, here to Brody Knott. Still showing bunt. Outside corner, it's a called strike. Playing simple here for the Titans. Get the ball in play and tie the ball game up. Not too far away from that one. Chases the highest strike, and he's down on strikes for the first out. Jack Clark with the assignment. Came up big on Sunday for his team. Swings and misses at that first pitch from Archer Spratt. Behind here, 0-1. As Spratt found his mark. 13 strikeouts now. That one straight back up the middle, off the mound. It's going to tie the game, and it's going to give the Titans the lead as the ball just bounced past the shortstop in Hunter Ong. Coming around to score is Brody Carr from second. Clark finishes at second, and the Titans, after striking out 13 times, they have a 3-2 lead here in the top of the fifth. The Marlins, they look like they were cruising to victory, but such has been the work by Jacob Golding, holding them to just 2 runs through the first 4 innings. Golding's been rewarded with his team now in the lead, 3-2. Showing bunt again. The Titans making their intentions clear. They're going to sacrifice ours to try and score runs. They lead this ball game 3-2. How the turntables turn in the game of baseball. Jack Clark. A handy insurance run standing at second. Beals trying to bunt him. They can only bunt it foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes now for Carter Beals. He's going to have to swing. Holds back. I'll ask the question. And the answer is no. So Beals doing well to hold the swing back. Gets the count to 2-2. Beals just asking our home plate umpire about the count. Confirms it's 2-2. That one straight down the middle. They got 14 now for Archer Spratt. He's got a tournament high. Couple of pitches with 10 on the tournament. It's going to bring out the pitching coach just to have a quick word to his pitcher. He's at 76 pitches, so coming towards the end of his assignment up here in this big final pool game. Day 4 of the 2025 Australian Little League Championship. So 2 away here in the top of the 5th. The Titans have taken the lead on an Archie Golding double. Archie Golding triple, rather. A walk. And then an error charge to Hunter Ong on a ball hit back up the middle, which got over the top of his glove. Go on. Correct. That one swung on and missed. Aiden Wyman, the hitter. Swing and a miss from Wyman. And allows Jack Clark to move up to third. Good awareness by Spratt, who waited for his catcher to come back into the catcher's box after having to pick up his helmet. Big pitch here now for Aiden Wyman. They drive in that insurance run in Jack Clark at third. Down and in, takes that pitch. The count now 2-2. Plenty of encouragement coming from both supporter bases on either side of the diamond. 3-2. Runs it full. Mazurek thought he had strike 3. The ball was down and in the dirt. The Titans trying to keep their tournament alive. Swing and a miss, though. Wyman won't be able to add to the scoreboard, but a huge inning for the Titans. They're now 6 outs away from picking up a very important win here in Pool B. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th and a response from the Marlins very shortly. Yeah.
How's Liam?
What is it?
Pretty accurate.
15 strikeouts, 22 strikeouts in the game.
He had 5 in 1 inning.
Oh, no, 4. He almost had 5. Yeah, he got a ground ball to finish it. But he had struck out more batters than had been retired in the game, than outs in the game. 13 strikeouts to 12 outs.
Crazy stats.
That's it.
And Liam's okay. Liam's doing well.
Zone was a little bit in the start. They were happy.
I just saw the 1 inning with mine.
So 3-2, Southern Titans leading this one. Doing everything they can to stay alive. They need results to go their way. Teams to score runs, teams to not score runs. But importantly, they need to win this game first. Archer Spratt. He's done everything he can to put his team into the semi-finals tomorrow. They'll be 2B if they can win. Second in Pool B. They'll play the winner of Pool B, which is still up for grabs. Rye doing everything they can to be that team. Brisbane North and MacArthur also hoping to be that team in Pool A. We'll see that game later this afternoon on Baseball Plus out from the main diamond. 1-1 here to Archer Spratt. Hits that hard, but foul up the line. Jacob Golding could be his last inning. He's at 63 pitches. If he can work a quick one here, he might be able to come out for the 6th. But right now, the plan is simple. Find 3 outs here. Even if you have to eat up a couple of pitches to get there. The 1-2, swung and a miss. Spratt down on strikes. Jacob gets the swing and miss. Archie with the pick and throw to first. First out here for the Titans. 5 outs remaining. 14-0, Ride lead the Phantoms. So you'd think that game is done. Gold Coast leading the Twins 4-0. And that affects this game here. That one fouled off, out of play. Every team playing just the one game here today on the final day of pool play. The doubleheaders are done. For those teams still alive, it's come and do your best. For those teams who can't affect the playoffs, which was more than I originally had thought. I'll admit I hadn't actually checked the standings. I was going off information relayed to me and what I had thought based on what I had thought. That one off the glove, that's going to be tough. Won't be a play off the glove of Jacob Golding. Now the tying run for the Marlins in Hunter Ong is on base. 7, 8, 9. Aaron Davies, Zach Grattan, and Liam Harris.
Knock it down, infield, knock it down. Nice and sharp, Charlie.
With the job to try and tie this ball game up and even take the lead. Hold on to your seats. Don't go anywhere just yet. We've got to finish on our hands here. Jacob Golding has gotten better as this game has progressed. He's ahead 0-1 here on Aaron Davis. Back pick by Archie Golding. And Zong hustling back to the bag. Looking toward the top of the 5th. Top of the 6th, rather. Archer Spratt has 2 pitches to play with. That one, straight back to the pitcher. Go your second for 1. Not back to first in time. And the runner's going to go to... Oh, good decision by Aaron Davis to put the brakes on. Jack Clark and Jacob Golding were quick on that ball, which had got past Jack Clark from Preston Taylor, looking for the double play. But they get the lead running. Nicely done by Jacob Golding to get the out at second. throw was just a little bit wide from Taylor to Clark at first. But they find the second out. And now face the tall left-handed hitter in Zach Grattan, who already has a hard-hit ball straight up the middle today. To the left side, under the glove of Preston Taylor. Davis has been waved around to third. The throw is offline. And the fishing reel Selly comes out for Zach Grattan. And the Marlins have the go-ahead run, standing at second with 2 out here, and that's going to bring out the Southern Titans manager just to chat with his pitcher, Jacob Golding. They're going to have now the bottom, 6 hitters of the lineup come through. It's going to start with Liam Harris. Aaron Davis and Zach Grattan getting aboard. They represent the tying and go-ahead run here for the Marlins.
Here we go, Titans, come on.
Jacob Golding at 73 pitches. An error charge to Preston Taylor. Liam Harris 0 for 1 in his only trip to the plate here this morning. Can he tie this ball game or even give the Marlins the lead? If the Marlins had the lead, they'll need just 3 outs. The Golding brothers need to be tidy here. Jacob and Archie. Swing and a miss by Harris. Evens the count at 1 ball and a strike. 12 degrees here at Blacktown at the moment. You think with the way the sun presents, it'll be a little bit warmer, but we are in the middle of winter. Snow falling at snowfields. It was 7 degrees on the drive in. Windows frosted up. Big pitch here from Jacob Golding. Swing and a miss by Harris. Golding holds his nerve, and the side is retired. 2 Marlins stranded on the base paths. We're off to the 6th. 3-2 the Titans lead the Marlins.
Staying hot here, boys, come on.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you.
Go, Archie, go after it, come on. Same as yesterday, come on. Same as yesterday, line drives here, right?
So big finish coming up. We're into the 6th. What late drama do we have here? The final day of pool play. Archer Spratt facing his final batter of the game here. His pitch count now at 85. But his team are trailing 3-2 despite Spratt striking out 15. Southern Titans. West Australia versus South Australia matchup. And it's Archie Kennelly, a very famous West Australian baseball name, trying to get some insurance runs here for his team. Unfortunately, he's going to go down on strikes. And that'll be it for Archer Spratt. He's going to get a big round of applause when he comes out of this game. That was strikeout number 16 through 5 1/3. 87 pitches, 88 pitches in fact, for Archer Spratt. He's going to leave as the losing pitcher of record at the current time. He'll be on the hook for the loss. Very undeserving, you would think, after 16 strikeouts. So the pitching change has been made. Archer Spratt looks like he's heading back to the bench. And the new pitcher, let's check the lineup. It's going to be Casey Sanders, the left arm. So give Casey a moment to warm up. The line on Archer Spratt, 5 1/3, 1 hit. That was the hit was a triple by Archie Golding to start the 2-run rally in the 5th. The only hit that Archer Spratt had allowed, he did allow 2 other base runners, but they came on drop third strikes. Almost had a 5 strikeout inning. He's put up some incredible numbers. 3 runs, all of them unearned. Just the 1 walk, 66 strikes. Of his 88 pitches, 21 batters he faced. And the first, I think, 13 or 14, he was 100% in first pitch strikes. So Casey Sanders with the job to do here. The Titans, they'd love to get after the reliever. Sometimes you just got to get into the bullpen to see the momentum shift. For the Titans, it's taken them 5 1/3 innings to get to that bullpen. Alex Joseph, he played a big part in getting his team on the board. Casey Sanders needed a couple of attempts to pick up that ball. But he does get the first out on his first pitch. And there's 2 away here in the top of the 6th. We'll have Canberra Manly coming to you here on Baseball Plus. That'll be the next game. Some extra baseball from the Outer Diamonds here at the 2025 Australian Little League Championship. 0-1. Here, Kai Cook fouls that one off. 16 strikeouts, every hitter for the Titans has one, a couple with multiple. Archie Golding with the only hit. He ended up tying the game. That one, slow roller. It's in between 3. Safe at first. It was going to be bang blang. Cameron Majeski finally got to the ball. But I think the indecision between pitcher, left, third base, and shortstop led to the Kai Cook infield single, just the second hit of the game for the Southern Titans. Swing and a miss. Xavier Clampett, the 24th hitter for the Southern Titans. Twice through the lineup have gone the West Australians. Popped up. When you look at it, 24 hitters now, 16 of them struck out. Xavier Clampett with a job to do. Kai Cook was in the sprinter stance over at first, and that ball gets away from Chase Mazarak. He's had a busy few innings chasing balls back to the screen, and that one's going to allow an insurance run in Kai Cook to move up in the scoring position. Clampett now facing the 1-2. Up and away, out of the zone. Marlins begging for the strike call. They're desperate to finish this inning and keep it a one-run game. They have the bottom almost third of their lineup due up. 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. And that's where having 14 players in your lineup becomes a little bit tricky. If they only had the 12, they'd have the top of their lineup coming back up. Strike 3 to Clampett. Sanders holds on. He strands the runner on base. And the Southern Titans, 3 big outs from a huge victory here on the final day of pool play. What have we got in store in the bottom of the 6th? Nothing. Dun, 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 dun. Need Gold Coast to allow one less run as it stands. Oscar Patman, Ryder Maguire-Thomas and James Newbold trying to lock in this win. His comeback win it would be now for the Adelaide Marlins. Jake Golding needing just 3 outs to keep the Titans' hopes alive. 78 pitches now for Jacob Golding is where he starts the inning. And he's got Patman down on strikes for the first out. Plenty to play for here. 3 teams still alive. Gold Coast lead the Twins 5-0. Is it Gold Coast who will go through? Can the Marlins walk it off? Or at least send it to extras? This could be the last batter for Jacob Golding. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Pitch count now at 82. We'll count them down with you watching at home. One and 2. Ryder Maguire-Thomas. He's 1 for 1 today. Jacob Golding has really 1 pitch left to this batter. He gets it in the dirt. Throw down to 1. Jack Clark finishes off the strikeout. And I tell you what, if you thought Archer Spratt's numbers were pretty good, that's the 11th strikeout for Jacob Golding. So starting pitchers combining for 27 strikeouts here this morning. And importantly for Jacob Golding, that was pitch 84. That will allow him to pitch here to James Newbold and potentially put a complete game in the books. Newbold fouls off the first pitch. Newbold was one of those 11 strikeouts. Strike two on the outside corner. The Titans one pitch away. What a game this has been. Spratt looked like he was absolutely dominating this Titans team, but the never say die attitude of the West Australians sees them one pitch away. That one in the dirt. Archie Golding couldn't get it. His brother will go and pick it up. Waves off the new boy, says, no, this one's got the magic in it. The Marlins, down to their final strike. Their tournament could be on the line if they can't reverse the fortunes. That one ripped, but foul. Into the Adelaide Marlins members section. Newbold doing what he can to help his team out here with 2 outs and 2 strikes in the bottom of the 6th. We've had a couple of walk-offs this tournament. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Golding doesn't hold on, knocks it down, throws it up the first, and the Titans keep their tournament alive. 12 strikeouts for Jacob Golding. 29 strikeouts in the game. And the Marlins, their fate sits in the hands of other results. We have now 2 teams locked in with a 3-2 record. Gold Coast also looking like they're going to finish 3-2. It's going to be left up to the mathematicians upstairs to decide who finishes second in this pool. But the Titans have done everything possible to keep their name in the frame. The final here on day 4. It's the Southern Titans from Western Australia 3. They've defeated the Adelaide Marlins 2. What a game. What a finish.